In the annals of human conflict, there are battles etched into our memory: Stalingrad, Waterloo, Gettysburg. But what if I told you of a war fought not against a formidable human foe, but against an army of flightless birds? A conflict so bizarre, so utterly bewildering, that it has largely been relegated to the footnotes of history. This, my friends, is the story of the Great Emu War of Australia. The year was 1932. The place, Western Australia. The world was in the throes of the Great Depression, and times were tough. The government, in an effort to support struggling farmers, had encouraged ex-soldiers to take up agricultural land in the Campion district, promising them a new life, a fresh start. They were given land, loans, and the hope of a prosperous wheat harvest. But these brave pioneers faced an enemy far more formidable than economic hardship: an estimated 20,000 emus. These large, native birds, displaced by drought and land clearing, descended upon the wheat fields like a feathered plague. They devoured crops, trampled fences, and left a trail of agricultural devastation in their wake. The farmers, many of whom were veterans of the Great War, found themselves in a new kind of trench warfare. But this time, their adversaries were not men, but birds. Desperate, the farmers appealed to the government for military assistance. And surprisingly, they got it. Major G.P.W. Meredith of the Royal Australian Artillery was dispatched with 2 Lewis automatic machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. His mission? To eradicate the emu threat. The press, sensing the absurdity of the situation, dubbed it the Great Emu War. The first engagement began on November 2nd, 1932. Major Meredith and his men, armed with their machine guns, expected a swift victory. They underestimated their opponent. Emus, it turned out, were not easy targets. They were fast, agile, and surprisingly resilient. They scattered at the first sign of danger, making it nearly impossible to get a clear shot. The machine guns, designed for human targets, proved largely ineffective against the birds' erratic movements. The soldiers fired volley after volley, but the emus, seemingly unfazed, continued their destructive march across the fields. Days turned into weeks. The soldiers, initially confident, grew increasingly frustrated. The emus, on the other hand, seemed to adapt to the tactics, becoming even more elusive. Major Meredith's reports back to headquarters were grim. He noted the emus' remarkable ability to disappear into the landscape, their uncanny knack for avoiding bullets, and even their apparent leadership, with one particularly large emu seemingly directing the others. The public, both in Australia and internationally, watched with a mixture of amusement and disbelief. Newspaper cartoons depicted soldiers battling giant birds. The Emu War became a symbol of the absurdity of bureaucracy and the resilience of nature. Despite the military's efforts, the emus continued to thrive, and the farmers continued to suffer. After several weeks and thousands of rounds of ammunition, the operation was officially called off. Major Meredith and his men had managed to kill only a few hundred emus, a fraction of the estimated population. The Great Emu War, a conflict that began with the best intentions, ended in an embarrassing defeat for the Australian military. It stands as a peculiar footnote in history, a testament to the unpredictable nature of warfare, a humorous reminder that sometimes even the most advanced weaponry is no match for a determined flock of birds. What other forgotten battles lie hidden in the shadows of history? Join us next time as we uncover another untold story.